Lego Batman in 3D. Lego Batman in 3D, a 2017 release, a PG movie. This is a 1 hour and 44 minutes. This aspect ratio is 2.4 to 1. It is 7.3 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database. It's 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, directed by Chris McKay. It stars Will Arnett as Batman. You got Channing Tatum as Superman. You know I'm going to mess these names. You know I'm going to mess these names up, right? That's just what I do. Channing Tatum as Superman. You got Michael Cera as Robin, and you've got Rosario Dawson as Batgirl, and you got Conan O'Brien as the Joker, the Riddler. I'm sorry, as the Riddler. You got Mariah Carey as the mayor, and so you got a lot of stars in here, a lot of voices going on. What's going on here? Well, my son and a couple of my grandkids, they said, "Hey man, you got to get this. You got to watch this. It's absolutely hilarious." And they are some of the toughest movie critics. These three right here, I got to tell you that, some of the toughest movie critics there are, and we're going to go over their scores when we get to the end. So listen, the soundtrack in here was amazing. They play a lot of cool songs, a lot of hit songs. I mean, One is the Loneliest Number. They got that one. Pop Goes the Weasel. They got Bad Boys. They got Girls Know How. They got Man in the Mirror, and they got I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. You know, all these great songs that go along with the mood. And so what's going on here? You got Batman, who is doing a great job in Gotham City, solving crimes, making everybody happy. Hey, it's Batman, you know, we must be the greatest guy in the world. It must be a lot of fun to be Batman. I bet when he gets back home, he's got a lot of friends and they're all going to party and things like that. And of course, after solving some crimes, he gets back home, he pulls in the garage or whatever, and he says, the Bat Cave, and he says, hello? And it's empty. And he's a lonely guy. He's a real lonely guy. He has no friends. And he really has no family. He lost his family. And really, it looks like he wants to be, and he does. He wants to work alone. He doesn't want to work with anybody. Batman works alone, he says, you know. And it seems like he's just being, a jerk about it. But he's not. The bottom line is he doesn't want anybody to get hurt. He doesn't want to get close to anybody and then lose them again. And there's a part in here where he turns his friends away when he really needs them to fight. And he tells them, no, Batman works alone. And so that loneliness and that is part of a moral thing going on here, which it all works out in the end. Okay? It works out in the end. You got the Joker that's upset that Batman doesn't treat him as his worst nemesis. He goes, oh no, he says, Superman's my worst nemesis. You're just one of the other guys that I fight. Well, that really hurts him to the core. And so he has this plan to come back, and he gets put away, and he comes back, and he starts, causing trouble in Gotham City. And it takes Batman and the Joker and the whole city and everybody to work together. And that's the whole thing here, is to work together to solve this problem. And Batman finally tells him that, he's part of his essence. I can't do without you. You are one of my worst nemesis, and I need you. I need you is what it's all about. So anyway, that's a little bit about the story. I don't want to spoil too much about it. Let's talk about the 3D now. How was the 3D? 3D was fantastic. 3D was fantastic. The colors are great. The depths are great. It's into the window. And then you've got your stick outs. You got a lot of sticking out. You got your pop outs. You got stuff popping out. You got stuff flying out. You got everything here. You got it all here. This 3D is very, very good. If I got one complaint, I'm going to say it was kind of dark. I had to actually turn up my brightness quite a bit. For me, it was dark, and I watch a lot of 3D movies, so I turned it up. I had to kick that brightness up to get what I wanted there. And it seemed to me that there was some kind of there's a lot of different types of 3D. You got the stereoscopic 3D, you got 3D that pokes out, you got the 3D that flies out. Well, it's all here. But sometimes the negative parallax, they control that. They control how far that comes out of the screen. And in this here, they seem to put a limiter on it. It's going to just come out this far, okay? And I thought, hey man, why not let it come out? Why not let it hit me in the glasses and stuff? But it does come out, and it's much, much better in 3D. I'd much rather watch this than in 3D than any other way. All right, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to give Batman, for the movie, I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 5, and for the 3D, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. All right, so now let me tell you about my critics' scores. So I'll start with Liam, shown here on the left. Liam said he gave it 3 out of 5 for the 2D version of the movie, or just the movie itself, and he gave it 5 out of 5 for the 3D version. He said that the 3D made a big difference. Then in the middle there we got Leland. Leland gave it a 4 out of 5 for the movie and 5 out of 5 for the 3D version, and he said that the 3D was so much better. And then we got Jeremy on the right there. Jeremy gave it a 4 out of 5 for the movie and a 4 out of 5 for the movie and a 4 out of 5 for the 3D. Good jokes. Will Arnett is perfect for the role, Jeremy said. It calls back the Batman movie. The calls go deep back to the old Batman stuff, and yet it stays relative to the young folks, Jeremy said. And this may be the peak of the Lego franchise. So, what did you think? Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. The humor really hit here. I got to say that. The humor, it was, we were just cracking up. In fact, it's coming so fast. The jokes are coming so fast. Boom, 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 boom. After a while, you don't even get time to finish laughing for one, and here comes the next one, So go ahead and leave some comments below. I really appreciate that. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have a lot more reviews coming up, I hope, soon. I think my next one's going to be Batman versus Superman. I believe that's going to be my next one. All right, leave some comments below. Once you hit that like and subscribe button, if you like what you're seeing, I want you to have a good night. Stay safe. As always, God bless.